Hello and welcome back to Seekers of Wellness. I'm so happy you found this video. Let's get started lying down on our mat today. As we come laying down here, try to notice if your lower back has any contact with the mat. So that will be our first step here. So if we can't feel that connection with the whole spine, try to see if you can slightly push your tailbone away and up. So we're planting down that lower back onto the mat. From this position, please bring up your foot soles close to your sitting bones. And we're going to bring that right ankle onto the left knee and thigh. So we're coming in for a lying pigeon here. Trying to just press here by activating our right leg, moving that right knee away from us, away to the bottom of the mat. See here if you can flex the foot as well to really engage the leg fully. Take then one lift off that left foot and grab onto the thigh if you can. If this feels too intense, just staying in that first variation works completely fine. Take one deep breath in through the nose. And then slowly exhale it out as you let go of your foot, plant it down all again. All right, we're just gonna switch that leg and bring that left ankle onto the right knee. Take a deep breath in and press and activate your left hip by pushing away that knee to the bottom of the mat. One more deep inhale. Exhale it out. Then inhale, lift off that right foot off the mat and bring it towards your chest. Grab hold of your thigh or your chin. If this is too intense, pick another variation. All right, with your next exhale, slowly release that foot down and plant both foot soles onto the mat. From here, we're going to start by just rolling ourselves a bit up to the upper, combining this movement to just activate the core a bit and at the same time giving the lower back a bit of a massage here before we start. So push up and lift those legs above yourself and then slowly, gently rolling down again, feeling that lower back in connection with the mat. One more like this. And then we lower down, plant your foot soles, and we're gonna swing ourselves up with the next one. So we're doing that same motion with our legs, but this time we're gonna see if we can come up to our foot soles. So take one deep breath in, roll up, and then come swing all the way up to the feet. From here, bring hands to the mat and extend your legs fully. We're coming into our forward fold here. Soften the knees here, gently bending them to allow your upper body and chest move towards the thighs. Take one deep inhale. Let it breathe out. One more like that. Exhale it out. Then slowly, with your next inhale, roll yourself up to standing position. As we come up standing, take a deep breath in, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Place all your balance in your weight into that right foot. We're bringing on our left ankle again onto that right knee and sink down. Hold it here in four figure. Take one deep breath in. And on your exhale, come into your forward fold. Keep that foot still onto the knee. Allow your breath to unfold naturally here. Soften the neck. See if you can transfer some more weight into the front ball of the feet, equalizing all the weight, not keeping too much on the heels. One more breath. Then inhale, reach up, come in to your pigeon again here. Then slowly extend with your inhale, arms overhead, stork. From here, step it back into your high lunge. Arms come reaching overhead. Engage the back leg and defy the gravity by lifting up your whole upper body. One more deep breath here. Then exhale, hands come on to the top of the mat. And we step it back for our downward facing dog. Find your breath here. Lengthen the spine. Taper reaching, softening the knees. Allowing your whole body this full extension. One more breath. And with your next one, slowly walk your hands back. So we're coming into our forward fold here again. Allow yourself to hang here in ragdoll. So grab hold of your elbows and then slowly, if you want to invite movement, just swinging from side to side. Notice again where you're placing the weight in your feet. Can we just be a bit more mindful about how we do it? Then slowly walk your hands back into downward facing dog. And from here, we're gonna walk ourselves all the way to the top with as many steps you need. As we come up top, roll yourself up to standing. And with an inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Move that weight into your left foot as you reach the right one up and plant down that ankle onto the left knee. Sink down. We're coming into four figure here. Take one deep inhale and on your exhale, fold forward. Keep engaging that right leg. Maybe flexing the toes to activate the body and the leg. One more deep breath. Exhale it out. With your next inhale, slowly reach up to your balancing again. Find that prayer pose position with your hands. Inhale. Exhale, and on your next inhale, reach arms overhead, stork position, knee in a 90-degree bend. Exhale, step it back for a high lunge. Inhale, reach arms further back. Then exhale, hands come down, frame that front foot and step it back for your downward facing dog. We're gonna start here by circling our hips a bit and inviting a bit more movement into them. So reach your right leg up, then bend your knee fully and try to really activate your leg here as well. So we're bringing that heel as close to the sitting bone as we can. Then we want to start circling outwards here, externally rotating first, making big and wide circles. See if you can be mindful about the movement as you make it as wide as possible. One more. Then we change that direction, moving inwards instead. Great. Two more like this. And then slowly coming back. We're planting that foot just parallel here, sinking down the knee onto the mat, and we're finding our pigeon pose. Important here in our pigeon pose today is we want to keep it really active. So we're going to do that not by sinking down or letting ourselves rest here, but rather we're going to try to lift and engage our upper body to really activate the muscles around our glutes and our hips. So what we want to do is just bring arms overhead, then inhale, exhale. Slow pulse here, just up and down, becoming aware of your breath as you move as well. A few more like this. Really feeling that burn perhaps in our right glute, and we feel that really tension, slight release in our hip flexor of the left side. 2 more like this. Whew. Perfect, release down. Now some active work again. We want to bring our hands just behind our head, clutch them together. Then exhale, move forward. Inhale, move up. 2 more like this. 1. And come up, release. Finding a little twist here in our pigeon. We're going to bring our right hand to the front and that left hand comes underneath, threading towards the left side. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in here. This time is really for our body to sink down deeper into our pigeon, to release with each exhale. Then slowly come up, just a seated pigeon here. And from here, try to come up onto the back toes, lift off and plant your foot just slightly further back. Then we're sinking down, facing the right side of the mat. Let that left hip come down onto the mat and we bring our hand onto the right knee. Now see here if you can bring that awareness into your left side body by really lengthening through our left whole arm. Opening it up here on the side body and still bringing some awareness into this hip. If you want to intensify, we can also move this leg slightly further back, opening up and closing, opening and closing. Last one. And then we're going to lift off and still keep that balance. Arm comes reaching towards the sky and dip down. 2 more like this. Perfect. Release down. Bring both hands to the front. We're just going to step it back to downward facing dog. As we take our time here in downward facing dog, see if you can notice any difference in each hip. Have you loosened any parts? Does it feel more tense? Does it feel like we work the hip a bit, or the muscles in our glutes, in our legs? Just try to sense your body here, whatever you can feel. With your next inhale, swing that left leg up to the sky. We're going to switch side, engage that whole leg and start externally rotating, making these big circles. Deep breaths in through the nose. And last circle. Then we'll switch our side. Make them as consciously aware as possible. Can we keep the attention in all areas of our body? Or are we being drawn to a specific area? Last circle. Then slowly move that left leg to the front, plant it down for our pigeon pose. In this pigeon pose, again, we want to keep it active. So keep reaching your arms up and then start pulsing. Defying the gravity here by lifting up our body away from it. A few more like this. Staying with our breath, reminding ourselves that it is our anchor for today's practice. 2 more. 1 and last 1. This time, when we bring ourselves forward, bring our hands behind the back and exhale, fold. 2 more. Perfect. Come up, release. We're coming in to that twisted pigeon. So reaching that left arm to the right, and then fold the right arm to the front. Now this is the time for our body to reconnect again. Allowing it to sink deeper, to relax with each exhale. Finding that presence in our body by realizing that we're with it today, that we're working for the same purpose. We're aligning ourselves with our inner values. And slowly, with your next inhale, push yourself all the way up. Bring yourself up to the toes of that back foot, and then slowly step it back slightly to be able to dip down your right hip towards the ground. Your left arm comes onto the left knee, and bring that awareness into our side body by lifting, really elevating ourselves and our upper body. One more deep breath, or if you want, we can start engaging that opening. Last one. From here, we're gonna reach up, come all the way up to standing with that left arm reaching to the sky. Then dip down. And we do it one more time after this one. Perfect. Bring your hands down to the front and swing yourself back to your downward facing dog. Take a few moments in this downward facing dog as you recollect. And slowly sinking down to the mat with our knees to the corners, slightly facing outwards. Our big toes coming together. We're coming into this wide-legged forward fold in child's pose. Allow your whole neck to soften, your shoulders to broaden, to relax. I'm going to stay a bit higher here for the mic and the purpose of you hearing me, but please allow your body to fully sink down here. And at the same time, pressing towards the end of the mat. So that thigh connection becomes more intense. We're working into the mobility of our knees and our ankles here as well. It's a great relaxing pose to finish off the practice with. Staying for a few deep inhales. We'll do them together, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale. One more. Whenever you're ready, slowly pressing yourself up to a seated, comfortable position. We're going to end our practice with one deep inhale, collecting a bit more of new energy again by reaching our arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Stop it here. Bow your head down. And take this time to thank yourself for committing to the time on the mat, for committing to that mind and body connection that you nurture by being on the mat. And thank you so much for joining my class today. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video as well. It would help me loads to put out more content for you guys, and I hope to see you back next week, next Monday, for a new flow. Lots of love.